We got new merch. What is good, fam? We got some new merch up in here. Yes, I'm so excited. As you can see, I'm in a zip hoodie. Here, I'll hold up this so you can kind of see the designs better. We got EDME, a little jazzed up with the Mickey ears. Shh, I don't want to get in trouble for that. And then we got EDME in a castle design. I cannot take full credit for this castle design. Audrey kind of inspired this design. I did design it, but Audrey gave me the idea. I owe it to her for sure. This design is my favorite to date. I am obsessed with it. You can get it in a t-shirt, a tank top, a zip hoodie, and a mug. I think down the line maybe I'll even do pullover hoodie because I know some people really like pullovers. And whatever else you guys might want. Stickers, bags, whatever you guys might want, just let me know down below and I can add that design and it'll be a new thing. This is super comfortable. It's super soft. I've already washed it. So soft. The t-shirt, I was able to do premium t-shirts this time, which means it just looks better printed. It doesn't hopefully peel off for everybody. That's a whole side story that I'm not excited about. And the premium t-shirts finally have inclusive sizing, so you can get, I think, up to 5 or 6X, so that is amazing, and I'm obsessed with that because I like the feel of the premium t-shirt a lot. It's a very nice soft blend compared to just the standard t-shirt that the other t-shirts are in because they didn't have inclusive sizing for premium t-shirts then. For those of you that don't know, you can join Patreon. Any tier of Patreon you can join and get a 20% off coupon code as a patron member to merch. So if you wanted to join Patreon and save 20% on all of your merch purchases, you can do that. If you join the mini or Mickey tier, you get free merch. So the mini tier gets 1 piece of free merch. So if you wanted a new piece, you could join the mini tier and get a free piece of merch. And the Mickey tier gets a free piece of merch every time there's a new design. So, for instance, this is a brand new design, so you get a t-shirt, tank top, mug, zip hoodie. Like, you don't get all of those things. You get to pick one of them with the new design on it for free, and then the next time I release new merch, you would get a piece of that for free, and the next time, and the next time, and the next time, as long as you're a Mickey patron, which is super exciting. And then obviously as the mini, you get a free piece of merch, and as any tier, you get a 20% off coupon code. So I highly encourage you guys to join Patreon because there is a lot of bonus stuff over there. I do weekly blog posts. I do monthly podcast episodes now. You can do Patreon requests. Mickey members get completely private vlogs. No other people see those. You guys get behind the scenes. You get vlogs. The occasional live stream, but it's hard to schedule that because a lot of patron members are not available at the same time, but sometimes I still do a live stream anyway. There's just a lot going on over there all the time, so and you get all Disney videos and regular YouTube videos a week in advance. So today's video you're seeing now, they saw last Monday. So you can get all of those kinds of things if you join Patreon. But if you don't want to join Patreon, you can just go buy merch. Just go buy merch. Just go buy merch. Because I'm obsessed with the castle design, you guys. I don't think you understand how much I'm in love with the castle design. So I think y'all should go buy merch, okay? Okay. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about I'll Be Home for Christmas. I'll Be Home for Christmas is a 1998 theatrical release directed by Arlene, Sanford, cinematography by Hiro Narita, editing by Anita Brandt Burgoyne, music by John Dabney, and is written by Tom Nursall and Harris Goldberg. Arlene Sanford is best known for Desperate Housewives, The Torkelsons, Boston Legal, and Ally McBeal. Hiro Narita, Anita Brandt Burgoyne, and John Dabney I've all covered in previous videos that we list in a link to the description. Tom Nursall is best known for Without a Paddle, Single White Spenny, A Step Toward Tomorrow, and Working the Angles. Harris Goldberg is best known for Numb, Alex in the List, Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo, and Without a Paddle. The film stars Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Jessica Biel, Adam Lavogna, Gary Cole, Eve Gordon, and Lauren Maltby. Jonathan Taylor Thomas plays Jake, and I covered him in the video about Lion King. The link will be in the description. Jessica Biel plays Allie, and she's best known for The Illusionist, Next, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Total Recall. Adam Lavogna plays Eddie, and is best known for Brooklyn Bridge, Blast, Milk Money, and This. Gary Cole plays Jake's dad, and he's best known for 1 Hour of Photo, Talladega Nights, The Ballad of Ricky Bobby, Dodgeball, and Office Space. Eve Gordon plays Carolyn, and I covered her in the video about Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves. The link will be in the description. Lauren Maltby plays Tracy, and she's best known for the Xenon trilogy and This. The film had a $30 million budget and made $12 million in the box office. It has a 23% on Rotten Tomatoes. Fam, let's just talk about why this movie doesn't work. This movie doesn't work because Jake, played by Jonathan Taylor Thomas, is a deplorable character. There's no redeeming quality about him, and he barely grows. He doesn't, like, learn anything or do any of the right things until the very end. You don't see his growth, you don't see his arc. He is lying straight up until the end. And that makes for a movie that no one cares about, especially a Christmas movie. Christmas movies, people want to see family and happy and joy and someone learning a lesson and, like, just the happiness of Christmas. That's what people want to see in a Christmas movie. Don't get me wrong, there are places for, you know, horror Christmas and, like, the off-beaten Christmas, but obviously this was going for some kind of heartfelt message and crashed and burned, quite literally, in my opinion. I get some people might enjoy this movie because there's some funny moments and, you know, Jonathan Taylor Thomas might be something you're really into. And don't get me wrong, when I was young I had a mad fat crush on Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but it's because I didn't really see him in anything. I saw him on Home Improvement, I was like, yes, he's very handsome, and that was it for me. Like, I didn't watch him on that show, I knew he was the voice of Simba, I never saw him in, like, Tom and Huck, I never saw him in this. So I didn't realize that a lot of the time, JTT plays characters that are very mean. That's not to say that he's very mean. Obviously, he is not his characters. And I just have to say that I was genuinely upset. At the beginning of the film, I was like, oh no, he was horrific. But I was excited to see what he would learn over the course of trying to get back home. I was like, yes, he's gonna meet all these people and learn all these lessons. No. He is selfish until the end, and he is lying and stealing until the end. The only character, well, besides the dad, but he's barely in it, the only character in this film that is Allie, Jessica Biel's character. She has so many lines that I was shocked to hear in a 1998 film. She said, "If you force me to listen to any sexist, racist, or homophobic jokes, I'll slug you." And then later, when they're in some town, she goes, "Oh, look, the clock man is sexually harassing the clock lady. How nice." Like, very like, oh, why are people okay with this? I was very shocked that lines like that were in a 1998 movie, and it was a very nice surprise, and Jessica Biel's character is fantastic. I liked her. She didn't have any growing to do because she was a good person already. And although her taste in men is questionable, but, you know, I'm not going to sit here and do that. I'm not going to blame her for the way he acts, which a lot of people might. Anyway, he learns nothing, okay? He goes through so much. I say, you don't see him do a single nice thing for himself until he a single nice thing that isn't for himself. Until he gives the money back to that mayor at the end of the film. The other things that I hear people might argue about are the children's hospital scene and the scene with the cop. He does both of those things for completely selfish reasons. He does the children because otherwise he'll be caught in a lie and get arrested. And then he helps the cop because he wanted to get to Nebraska and then get a bus ticket to New York. He does not do any of those things out of the kindness of his heart. He does those things because he's forced to, because he's selfishly trying to get home in time to get a Porsche. Okay? The only first real selfless thing he does is give the mayor the money he won for the race to buy turkeys for the people who can't afford turkeys for Christmas. That's the first thing he does that won't gain him anything. It's actually going to lose him something. And my problem with that is that it's like in the last 10 to 15 minutes of the film. So this movie's an hour and a half to, I think it's like an hour and a half-ish, a little bit over. So he doesn't do one single nice thing selflessly, I should say, until the last, like, 10-15 minutes. That is so disgusting, and it's only because he feels guilty, which, like, good, I guess he's got a conscience, but, like, ew. And then, when he goes home, he goes to Jessica Biel's house, Allie's house first, instead of going home to get the Porsche, and then he makes it home in time, technically, but then makes the decision to wait so he doesn't get the Porsche. And, like, all of a sudden, because he steals the sleigh, so, like, he's lying and stealing all the way until the very end. He steals, like, and he just gets away with it because he's a cute, charming, like, white boy. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just genuinely upset at this movie because it's, like, it's just gross. He learns nothing except the fact that, like, maybe he should be nice to his family, but, like, good job. You learned how to be a decent human being. Like, I don't, like... I'm upset because you didn't see that growth sooner. He was a deplorable character all the way until the end, and then he's like, no, I'm gonna come back every Christmas now, and oh yes, I love my stepmom. Even though nothing happened in any of the scenes that they show of him realizing that maybe his family is important and he should be grateful for the family he has. Nothing, like, you never see that growth happening to him, so it's abrupt and out of nowhere, and, like, it makes it feel icky. Wow, I kind of went off there. I'm really sorry. Actually, I will say, I don't know if I said this, but there's a parent death. I don't know if I said that. There's a parent death. Jake's mom passed away, and that's part of the whole issue he has with his family. And then they had a lot of music in this film from, like, big artists. Like, they had a lot of famous Christmas songs. And then they had NSYNC's Christmas song in the credits. And then they had Aqua, and it wasn't Barbie Girl. I was thrilled about it. I love Aqua, but everyone only knows Barbie Girl, and I like their entire disc that has Barbie Girl on it. But anyway, that was very exciting to me. But that's everything because I went off. I'm really sorry I went off, but I'm just like, he's such a horrible character that this movie crashes and burns because of it. That's it. It's not a horrible movie. Like, it's well made, technically speaking, but the character is gross. Okay, you get it. My final rating is 6 Santa costumes out of 10. Our total movie count is... Our parent death toll is... Cry count is still the same. If you want to keep up with the movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday and Friday, and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. Remember, you can get a discount when you join Patreon, and a bunch of other perks. Buy merch. There's new merch. Make sure you go buy it because it's amazing and I'm obsessed with it. Be sure to go buy it. Until next time, comment, like, subscribe. I don't know if you are, so you do. And don't be Eddie about it. He's the worst character in the film, but also don't be Jake about it. He was deplorable and barely learned a lesson, so you know. Bye, merch.